वेलकम व्यूअर्स, वेलकम टू श्री राम IAS। इस शॉर्ट वीडियो में आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी से रिलेटेड एक इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक की, दैट इज द खालिस्तान इशू। ओके, बट बिफोर वी स्टार्ट विद दिस, आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल माय व्यूअर्स to share this video with all the friends and the UPSC fraternity। जो भी इस इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी एज अ पेपर को पढ़ना चाहता है वो हमारे साथ आकर जुड़ सकता है, और हम यहाँ पर इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के इन डेप्थ कोर्सेज लेके आए हैं जो आपको GS3 में बाकी अदर कैंडिडेट से एज दे सकते हैं। So guys, my name is Anshum Verma and this is my short introduction for all of you. These are my qualification and I am into teaching from past 10 years, and I have mentored more than 10,000 students in my 10 years of teaching experience journey. Moving ahead, today's topic is, guys, the Khalistani dispute, or what we often call as the turmoil that is happening in Punjab. So in order to understand this dispute, we will see it from the eyes of UPSC. ओके, हम इसको पॉलिटिकल मोटिव से नहीं देखने वाले, हम इसको रिलीजियस मोटिव से नहीं देखने वाले। हाउएवर, वी गोना analyze the situation that what is Khalistani movement related to your GS3, okay, because this is part of your GS3 syllabus. ओके, सो GS3 में यहाँ पर कैसे क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं, हम उससे रिलेटेड यहाँ पर बात करने वाले हैं। और आज की इस शॉर्ट वीडियो में हम खालिस्तान डिस्प्यूट से रिलेटेड एक बहुत ही क्विक ओवरव्यू देखेंगे इन अ स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम, थ्रू अ स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम, और इन अदर वर्ड्स थ्रू अ स्कीमेटिक टाइम फ्रेम, कि हाउ दिस खालिस्तानी मूवमेंट हैज इवॉल्व्ड ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। ये कैसे ये मूवमेंट इवॉल्व हुई है ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। तो अब ये मूवमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा सुर्खियों में बनी हुई है फ्रॉम पास्ट 1 ईयर्स। Why? Because of the introduction of this man that you are seeing on the screen. His name is Amritpal Singh. Now this guy has recently came to Punjab from Dubai, and now he is propagating this Khalistani ideology in different parts of Punjab. By the way, this guy is in news because he is on the run as of now. ये अभी भाग रहे हैं पुलिस से, because police is trying to take action against him and he is on the run, and that is why this dispute is there in the national media, and we're going to analyze this dispute according to what is required for our UPSC GS3, that is internal security. Now when I say Khalistani movement or the demand for a separatist nation, Khalistan, so ये खालिस्तानी मूवमेंट और ये खालिस्तान सेपरेशन है क्या? नाउ व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द हिस्ट्री ऑफ खालिस्तान, the demand for Khalistan started during there are some people who propagated this ideology even in the pre-independence era. हमारे इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले भी when the nations were partitioned on the sidelines of religion, this was a demand that has erupted in some smaller portions of Punjab, or we can say it is propagated by a very handful number of people in Punjab. So this was not a major demand at that particular time, but over the period of time we have seen the gradual phase. This movement is majorly sponsored by this separatist ideology. The other nations are also interested in this game. So and those nations are Pakistan and China. Also, this issue has a global reach now in present scenario. This movement has a global reach, and for example, we have seen people protesting in the embassies outside our Indian embassies in across different countries, like in Australia. like in America, like in UK, and we have seen the desecration of our Indian flag. So what has led to this movement, or why this current scenario has so much triggered just now, or what is the backbone of this issue? So let us understand this through this time frame. Okay, now this time frame exactly depicts how the things started and how the things build up over the period of time, or over in last couple of 60 to 70 years of phase. Now this movement, as you can see, in 1940 the Akali Dal, which is a prominent political party in Punjab. Okay, now this political party has different type of ideologies at different time. For example, this political party initially propagated the interest of the Sikhs. Okay, just like we have different religious parties coming from different part of the India, this is a party that has evolved to protect the interest of Sikh in the Punjab region. Now when I say the Punjab region, this region comprises of not only the present day Punjab. In 1940, there was a good portion of Punjab which lied in the Pakistan area, or what we presently see, Lahore. Okay, so basically the Khalistan that the Sikhs are the Khalistan which was covered under Raja Ranjit Singh. Okay, under his influence, the boundaries of Punjab, how far these boundaries have reached. Okay, so if we see this, that what are the present day boundaries that these Khalistanis are seeking? It includes the parts of Punjab, it includes earlier parts of Punjab like the states of Haryana and Punjab, and it also includes some part of Rajasthan and a little part of Gujarat as well. Now this movement started by the Akali Dal, which I just told you is a political party, a religion-based political party that protects the Sikh interest. So Akali Dal chief Master Tara Singh opposes the idea of Pakistan, and he demanded that Sikhs should have their own nation called as the Azad Punjab, which later, this Azad Punjab term, which was later turned into the present term Khalistan. Now this includes even the parts of Pakistan which are there in Lahore, which are there in Multan, so basically the Pakistani Punjab. Then this demand was a little it got initiated during the times of independence. Then when India got independent, all the interest and all the interest of all the international players across India was shifted to another hostile region, that was Kashmir. So Punjab की demand यहाँ पर कम होती चली गई from the period of 1947 till 1960s. From 1947 to 1960s. Okay, in this phase there was not a prominent demand of Punjab that articulated. However, those non-secular identities or the radical identities in Akali Dal, who wants to see Punjab as a dominant nation for the Sikhs, they wanted to keep this political activism of demanding a separate nation over the period of time, okay, from this period to this period. So in 1963 there is a very prominent Gurdwara in Punjab. यहाँ पर एक बहुत prominent गुरुद्वारा है अनंतपुर साहिब. Now in अनंतपुर साहिब एक resolution होता है जिसको बोला गया अनंतपुर साहिब resolution, जहाँ पर prominent leader of Akali Dal, then all the prominent leaders of Akal Takht. Akal Takht is basically the body that controls all the gurdwaras in the nation. So यहाँ पर इनकी एक मीटिंग होती है and they demanded a separate Punjab, or they tend to ignore or they tend to show their protest against the bifurcation of Punjab into different states. For example, if you know that in this period of 1947 to 1960, there was reorganization of states which was also happening. Okay? There was reorganization of states which was also happening. So by this time, Punjab was divided into 3 states. The Hindu majority state of the hill region, which we commonly called as the Himachal Pradesh, and then the other Hindu majority region or Hindi speaking region of the plains, which we commonly called as the Haryana. So this Anandpur Sahib resolution, जो कि सभी ऐसे radicals की presence में हुआ, या radicals in the sense they are quite dominant towards the Sikhism. So उन्होंने decide करा अनंतपुर साहब resolution में that we strongly oppose what? This bifurcation of Punjab, and they called for a united Punjab, and they at time also want to include the Punjab of Pakistan into this what we called as the Khalistan. Now in 1981, as we have seen, the Sikhs have migrated to different parts. In 1981, there is a US based Khalistani ideologue. His name is Ganga Singh Dhillon. ये भाई साहब US गए और इन्होंने वहां पर खालिस्तान मूवमेंट को इंस्टिगेट करने की कोशिश करी, और वहां पर जितने भी सिख्स थे उनके साथ सपोर्ट गैदर करने की कोशिश करी. However, on the same time, you have seen there was a guy which was introduced in Punjab with this intention of same propagating radicalism in Sikhism. So his name was Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala. Okay, so this person, he was carrying out all the movements in the part of the Punjab region, in the Indian occupied or not occupied, Indian politically controlled Punjab region. So he started his political agendas, naming with the same ideology that the Punjab belongs to only the Sikhs. Then in 1982, Akali leaders such as H.S. Longowala and Prakash Singh Badal, they carried out a march or Dharm Yudh Morcha with a company of Sant Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala. Okay, in order to implement the Anandpur Sahib resolution that I have just talked about. So they wanted, they aggravated the movement to join the Himachal and Haryana in Punjab. Okay, then in 1984, when this political agenda was turning a little violent, slowly and slowly it was turning violent, we have seen that all these people which belong to a radical ideology, they shifted weapons and they have made the holy temple of Sikhs, that is the Golden Temple, as a they have turned into it as a fort. So they have carried all the weapons there, so they were roaming with weapons, and there were targeted killing going on, and there were so much of violence which was erupting in Punjab. So in order to counter this, in 1984, Indian Army did what? Indian Army launched an operation against, in order to free all these radical people which in Punjabi are called as the Khadkus. So इनको free करने के लिए हमारे Indian forces को आना पड़ा. The Indian government launched Operation Blue Star. Okay, now with this Operation Blue Star, further more anti-Sikh riots have started in different parts of Punjab, or which ultimately lead to the many places there were riots which were reported. Okay, then in 1985, the Rajiv Gandhi and Longewala, by the way, by this time Shri Indira Gandhi was killed by her own security bodyguards, and which further triggered the anti-Sikh riots across the nation. So we have seen this phase was the phase of the Punjabi militancy. Okay. Then in 1985, the Rajiv Gandhi government, which was the prime minister just after Indira Gandhi, he signed an accord or agreement with Longowala. Okay, he was again a famous Akali leader. Now they signed an accord in order to bring in peace and stability and harmony in Punjab. However, when this Longowala was returning towards Punjab, he was killed by the extremists. Then further, the militancy in Punjab has aggravated after the killing of this Longewala. So we have seen some targeted killings where the Hindus were targeted and they were killed in the public transportation system, at public places, and there were also very increase in the intensity of individual attacks happening on the other groups, other minority groups. So this led to when the police force retaliated, so they retaliated through a very famous IPS, KPS Gill. So they carried out huge, tremendous amount of operation in Punjab in order to curb this militancy, this rioting situation, the non-violence there. So in this scenario, again, some part of extremist group, in order to take this, now we all know the police retaliates taking orders from your political bosses, right? Now in this time, the administratively it was controlled by CM Beyant Singh. But what happened in 1995, thus the severe steps taken by the KPS Gill on the militants has led to further increase, or further it has increased the radicalization of the Punjabi youth, and ultimately what has happened that the extremist group has killed CM Beyant Singh. Now the killers of CM Beyant Singh was none other than the prisoners which very recently you have seen जिनको फ्री करने के लिए पंजाब में डिमांड चल रही है, ओके, जगदार सिंह हवारा, and all these things were involved in the killing of CM Beyant Singh. Then in 1995 till the phase of 1997, the Badal rebrands Akali Dal as a secular party. Now over this period of time, after coming out of the militancy, the prominent party there, Akali Dal, has changed its stance to showcase them as a only Sikh party. So they turned their ideology to a more secular in thoughts. So they along with BJP, they collaborated with BJP, they formed a coalition government, and they come into the power in 1997. Then after this change of political orientation and this change of the political ideology was not liked much by the radical sect of people, the radical people who are still looking after Khalistan, or they still want the land for the Sikhs. So ultimately what happened was, in the next election of 2002, the Congress came into the power once again. So the Akali Dal and BJP led government lost the polls, and the Amarinder Singh Badal, which is a prominent Sikh leader from Congress, came into power and become the CM. However, the Congress again was not taking or supporting any such radical elements in Punjab. So this demand for Khalistan got suppressed from the era of 1995 till 2015. Now in 2015, there is an instance that took place which is also called as the Bargari desecration instance. Now in this instance what has happened was, Bargari is a village, एक गांव है छोटा सा, वहाँ पर now Guru Granth Sahib is the most sacred book for the Sikhs. It is said to be the living Guru. Okay, so all the teachings and the sermons of all the Gurus are compiled together in Guru Granth Sahib. Now, this Bargari instance, what has happened was that some miscreants has desecrated the Guru Granth Sahib. उन्होंने गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब का डिसरिस्पेक्ट करा, जिसको हम बेअदबी भी कहते हैं हिंदी में. सो इसका डिसरिस्पेक्ट करा गया, गुरुद्वारों को यहाँ पर डिस्क्रीट करा गया और गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब के पेजेस को फाड़ के पूरे गांव में फैला दिया गया. नाउ दिस वाज सीन एज द utmost disrespect towards Sikhism, towards the holy book. Now, from this point, you will see the Aam Aadmi Party gaining political mileage from this issue. By the way, this Bargari instance was also linked to, many miscreants have linked it to Baba Ram Rahim, because it is said that the followers of Baba Ram Rahim were also involved. So Baba Ram Rahim, what did he do? He tried to impersonate himself as a Sikh Guru. He tried to showcase himself as a Sikh Guru, और उसकी वजह से भी जो हमारे radical Sikhs थे, they got very annoyed with these instances, these minor instances. So in 2017, you will see Aam Aadmi Party coming into the power once again. Okay, Aam Aadmi Party ने अपना पंजाब में political agendas को instigate करना शुरू करा, and then you will see Arvind Kejriwal meeting a very famous Khalistan Liberation Front activist Gurvinder Singh. So this is a person who is very openly supports the Khalistani ideology. He demands openly. Obviously, he was doing that for all these time. He was doing in a democratic manner. That is why he was never arrested for this. But we have seen that due to this political orientation, you will see Aam Aadmi Party gaining mileage from 2017, and then these meetings has happened. After this, guys, you will see that the Congress again lost its support from the people why the Congress lost its support. They still was in power in 2015. It is because no major action was taken against those miscreants who have done the discretion of Guru Granth Sahib. Fine. So this has gained. So AAP has turned the folds, and AAP was seen as a new opportunity to the people of Punjab, and that is why you have seen very recently in last 2 years, in 2020 the last election has happened. You will see towards the end of 2020 that Aam Aadmi Party taking over Punjab. Okay. Now many claim this, that Aam Aadmi Party has taken funds from the Khalistani from outside. They have also funds from Pakistan and China. Okay, so guys, no movement can survive without funds. On contrary, in parallel to what is happening here in India, 2018 में there is again international radical organization which is US based, Sikhs for Justice. ठीक है, आपने अक्सर कुछ वीडियोस बाहर से आते हुए देखी होंगी. Very recently that Punnu guy who was disrespecting India, who was disrespecting the G20 summit that is happening in India, and he very time and often he keeps on giving these videos in order to instigate the Sikh youth in India. So in 2018, this Sikh for Justice organization called for a referendum for Khalistan. But this referendum to be happened in India and different parts of Sikh community in the world. Okay. However, this referendum couldn't happen because by 2020 your COVID-19 comes into the picture. So there was no referendum, and just after this COVID-19 wave have reduced over the period of time globally, you will see from across different parts of the world, these Khalistani referendums are quite on. We have seen referendums happening in Canada, we have seen referendum happening in Australia. Then guys, this Khalistani movement was used during the farmers' protest of 2020. Okay, you will see then in the farmers' protest there were many such instances where a Khalistani flag was flown on Red Fort. Okay, again desecration of Indian flag has happened in that instant. So this was again something that has annoyed Indian government. So after 2020 you will see another man coming into the limelight in 2021, that is none other than your Amritpal Singh. Now this Amritpal Singh from past 1 year was trying to mobilize people and trying to gather the support of the people in order to gain that political mileage from the people, not only just in Punjab, internationally, and also from different parts of India. So we have seen that he is involved in many violent activities. Very recently, there is a police station in Amritsar district, Ajnala, where he attacked the police station along with his protesters in order to free his men. Now, this was something which was not tolerated by any government. This has forced the central government to come into picture, and the forces have started taking actions against it. So this line of action, on March 18th, there was a crackdown that has, the crackdown was announced by the government of Punjab in order to curb or in order to stronghold all the supporters of Khalistan, including Amritpal Singh, but unfortunately Amritpal escapes. So guys, this was a brief overview, but the major picture here in this video is the limelight. Now this type of activism, or what we call as a hinterland terrorism, is not just a movement, it is not just a movement of separatism, but if we see the whole story here, it is a kind of a proxy war that has been started by the other nation in order to weaken Indian democracy. So we have sufficient proof to support that this Khalistani movement is sponsored by ISI. Okay, we have direct links which has been now established. Very recently a guy called as Gill, some Gill has been arrested. Now this Gill guy was a very close aide of Amritpal Singh, and this Gill guy has he's a London based industrialist, and he has a very close connection with the son of Bajwa, that is none other than the Pakistani general. So all these links have been established, and which has proven that when countries like Pakistan cannot fight directly with India, they try to instigate such proxy wars in different parts of the country. We have seen such proxy wars in our northeast, where they have tried to destabilize northeast at couple of occasions, couple of political parties supporting couple of insurgent groups there. This has happened in the past in J&K. Okay, so how to tackle this hinterland terrorism, or how to tackle such proxy wars of the other nation, we will do this, and we will discuss this in a separate course which is related to internal security. Okay, so I am ending this with this video here. So if you like this video, you can share this among your friends and all other UPSC fraternity. Thank you.